Welcome to BOC 107. I am your instructor, Gina Lincoln, and I will be communicating with you throughout this course. I want to let you know a little bit about myself and a little bit about the course in this video. The very first thing is that I've actually been teaching for Carl Sandburg College for over 20 years, so I've been around a while. I do not teach on campus, however, so the best way to reach me is through my phone, through email. All of that information is included in your syllabus. It's included in the communications guidelines video. It's included on the first page of this course. I just want to make sure that you know how to reach me. I give my personal cell phone number, so I am asking that you only contact me during specified hours, which again are listed, preferably between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. I have had students contact me at 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I understand that as a student, you do your work throughout the day. Sometimes you have to do it late at night because you're too busy during the day. And I completely understand that, but I ask that you not contact me on my phone during those, outside of those hours that I specify. You can send emails at any time because you're afraid maybe you're going to forget what you wanted to ask me. Go ahead and send that email. That's fine, but please do not call me outside of the specified hours. I have been teaching for Sandburg, as I said, for 20 years, but more than 20 years. But before that, I actually was a TA at the University of Missouri in Columbia, and I taught high school for 5 years. So I've been teaching for a really long time. I've been teaching for probably 30 years. Anyway, I want to make sure that students feel like I am a very accessible person to them. And I know that's hard when I'm not on campus. Also, though, I want to tell you a little bit about myself as a person, because I'm hoping in your introduction, you tell me a little bit of interesting background information. With an online course, it seems very impersonal. But if we share these little facts with one another, maybe we get to know each other a little better. You can respond in the introduction posting. Either you can type it or you can do a video if you would like. I'm not real comfortable doing videos. I much prefer teaching live in class if you're going to see me. But since it's not in a classroom, this is me on a Monday night in my sweatshirt at home. Obviously very little in the background, but I promise you my room does look a little bit better than what it appears here. Anyway, I am married, have been married for 30 years. I have 2 grown children. I'm a first-time grandmother. My grandson was born just this past June. I also live very, very far away from my daughter and my new grandson and his daddy. And so I do tend to go visit them every couple of months. And they live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that's quite a little distance. I live in Iowa. I live on a farm, but we do not have any animals besides house dogs. And we don't have any farm ground that we actually farm. So we just kind of live in the country and it's nice and we enjoy that. Other items that I want to tell you about in this course is very beneficial to you as a student. It may not seem to you like it maybe is going to be, but it really is. In this course, we focus in the very beginning on learning better keyboarding skills. Maybe you're a very fantastic keyboarder already, which is fantastic. But maybe you hunt and peck using the 2-finger method. So hopefully you learn some better keyboarding skills to where you can key much faster. You are going to learn how to format properly memos, letters, emails. These are things that you're going to use possibly while you're in school, but also after you graduate. You're going to do a letter with your resume, a cover letter. So proper formatting is really important, and you're going to learn that in this class. Also in this class, what I find that is going to be the most beneficial to you is for you as a student. As a student, you're going to be writing reports, academic reports. We are also going to go over formatting business reports, but all kinds of reports. We will cover this, and we will cover using Microsoft Word to complete those reports. We'll do MLA, we'll do APA. So we're going to cover several different styles of reports. We're going to learn how to do tables. At the very end of this course, you'll get a brief introduction into Excel spreadsheets. You get a brief introduction into Access databases. So you're gonna get pretty extensive information about Microsoft Word, but it's going to give you enough of an introduction into these other programs that I think maybe you'll catch a bug and get interested in learning those as well, and then maybe take my next class, which is computer software applications. So if you have any questions over this semester, I just really encourage you to reach out to me. I will respond to you as quickly as possible. And again, if you look at that communication guidelines that I have created a video for, that gives you some tips on contacting me and what to expect and how I'm going to grade, how I'm going to communicate with you. And I just really hope this is a very successful semester for you. And I look forward to having you in this course.